We're back with the Service Award recipient, Pete Padilla. It's his second time. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Do you know what you did this time?
It's kind of tough for me to put things together because I'm always, involved.
Always
with the
doing
community
good things.
But I'm pretty sure this one was for the event we held at a daycare for kids.
Okay.
They had a first responder event. So I kind of coordinated with the principal and the coordinator over there on getting our team over there and just telling the kids about, the JSO and what we do and first responders. And they got to meet Charlie, our service dog.
Oh, yeah. We do Charlie's grooming.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one of those things that just never gets old. Kids are always mesmerized with police and fire and the cool cars you guys ride around in. At what age did you decide you wanted to be a police officer?
I was kind of born into it, actually. I was surrounded by it. My grandfather was an officer. My uncle and my cousins were both police. Sadly, my uncle lost his life in the line of duty in 1986 down in Miami, Florida. He was an officer with the Hialeah Police Department. He was responding to a robbery in progress, located the suspect, found him in a mall, got into a tussle. Things were different back then. He didn't have his vest on. And the suspect got a hold of his pistol and, took his life. From that moment on, I was like, I'm going to dedicate my life to pursuing those types of people that have that evil in them.
Man, you had to be a kid, too.
I was a kid. I was the one who answered the door at my grandmother's house when they came and at my aunt's house, when they came to notify us. It was definitely a life-changing moment. It's defined who I am, who my cousins are.
Well, like your purpose.
Right.
I mean, you view this the whole of the way because you were a little kid answering the door to what can go wrong.
Right. And his son is my cousin. He wound up being the national president for this organization called COPS, Concerns of Police Survivors, which they help families that have been, affected by the loss of a loved one in law enforcement. And it was amazing. He was the national president for years, and he's still very involved. And so it definitely defined both of us.
This is being filmed on Halloween. So do you have to work tonight?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And you have young kids?
I do. Well, not young. They're 19, 20.
So you're not missing trick-or-treating. You're working so other people can't go trick-or-treating.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. I put my time in before I had kids. I'll put my time in after, but I will be home with them tonight.
That's right.
Are you going to dress up as a police officer?
Yes. That's my costume for the night.
How is tonight different for you versus another night?
Tonight specifically, it's we're doing the sexual offender and predator operation tonight on Halloween.
I saw that post from JSO 2 days ago, and I'm like,
yes.
One, great content.
Yes.
From a marketing perspective, great content.
Right.
But as a citizen, I'm watching going, that's great.
A lot of times people forget because they get so caught up with, they're so happy that it's Halloween. We're going to go get candy and all that stuff and the kids and all that stuff that they forget about that side of it. And it's a major operation. We'll be doing our offender checks.
Do it mostly drive-bys?
Yes.
To drive by the house, make sure the light's off.
Ensure they're in compliance and everything before the kiddos come through and even during.
So what do you do if you drive by a home and the light's on?
If the light's on, we make contact with the house at the residence. See if someone is there. If there's no answer, then obviously, we can't go inside to verify if someone's there. We will try to make contact with the individual at their residence via phone, try to get in contact in person with them, advise them of the violation, and then from there, decision will be made by the supervisors if it warrants an arrest or depending on the situation.
Will you be on foot at all tonight?
Absolutely.
Oh, so it's kind of like
we'll be. I'll do the initial drive-bys, And then, in the area, when I see there's like a lot of families out and concentrated in the area, I'll usually stick around that area a little bit longer.
So to a citizen, we just think there's Officer Padilla making sure we're all safe tonight.
Right.
Which is essentially what you are doing, but you are much more...
I'm directed.
Yeah.
I'm directed. I'm focused on that address.
And still, what a fun night for you, though.
It can
Especially when you have older kids and it's like you get to be around young kids trick-or-treating.
Right.
And you get to do your job. Like, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Assuming, the people that need to be following rules are following rules.
Right.
What else? What else been going
on? Same old, just doing God's work out here on the street.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Blessed to have the opportunity and the health and everything at this age to do what we do.
This age, man, what are you, like 35?
47. 47. Yep.
I don't want to run from you.
We're smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
We have the youngsters that run a lot more than we do.
What was that? I mean, how does the shift work for tonight?
We'll come in.
No, sorry. Do they say like who wants to volunteer?
Oh no. There's no who wants to volunteer. There's assignments.
So if somebody's got a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old and they're assigned, can they swap shifts with somebody?
They can, depending on the situation, but that call's made by the higher ups.
Are there extra officers working tonight?
There are, in the sense of, they have every district in the city has a task force, and every task force in the city will be on this assignment tonight for the offender and predator checks.
We probably talked about this last time. I'm having trouble recollecting. How did you end up on task force?
Well, I've been going on 10 years. Times when I first came on in 08, in 08, just being proactive and aggressive and, being determined on, addressing certain types of issues. I've always been against bullies, and those types of people that bully the community and, impose their authority, so to say, that street authority on the community inside. I was just never for that. So while I was on regular patrol, I just was an on-view officer. That's what we call, the on-view. Constantly, you're looking for stuff. You're stopping cars. You're detecting, suspicious behavior. The guns, the drugs, all that stuff. The chases, all that. Violent crimes, all that type of stuff. Because you have different types of officers. You have officers that are drawn to the high speed, violent crime, and then you have the officers that are attracted to more of the investigative side. You have the officers that are passionate about the community focus side. So there's so many different areas within this profession.
So what makes task force different than patrol? Basically,
task force, we are a purpose specific unit. Usually that entails we'll address high crime areas and violent crime areas within our district. Sometimes it takes us out of our district and we partner up with the other district task forces. If there's cases that are connected between districts, so then we'll go out there and team up with them. But basically, we're a specific goal-driven unit.
Okay.
Wanted fugitives, violent crime trends, drugs.
So you're
guns.
Literally on a specific task.
Right.
And tonight's is sexual offenders,
right.
Keeping kids safe.
Yes. And basically that word task is so broad.
It could be anything.
A lot of people think, task force, it's always, going after the drugs and the guns and stuff. No, task force means you're going to get tasked with things.
Are there different physical requirements to be on task force than to be patrol?
Yes and no.
Do you take the same physical test as patrol?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yep. The health and the physical fitness of a person is, it's so huge out here on the street. It can definitely be a safety issue.
you need to train for it every day, because you don't get to say, excuse me, can I have 30 minutes to do push-ups real quick?
Right.
Get ready for this altercation. It's like, no, you better be ready.
Right. Yeah. But it's definitely, you better be able to get out of your car when something goes down. I'll leave it at that. Thank you, guys.
We appreciate you very much. You get one every time you come see us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for taking care of the kids tonight.
Yes, sir.